I cannot believe they're avoiding my calls. I know they got something going on. You know what? I bet they don't even want to be with me anymore. They're just too afraid to tell me. They just don't want to, I've invested so much in this relationship and I've helped her pay for this and that. And you know what? She's not taking my calls because she wants to break up with me and she doesn't know how to tell me because she feels guilty about all the stuff I've done for her. Do you think that's right? Do you think that could possibly be true? Maybe, but you don't know until you talk to the person. When people assume things about other people, they're making up scenarios in their head that fit why they think someone isn't returning their calls or why they think someone's behavior is the way it is. So I had a client recently he assumed some things about his girlfriend and they weren't true. And it caused a big fight between them because he didn't take the time to actually ask her what was going on. And granted, she was not taking calls because she was going through some issues and she wasn't reaching out. So he panicked and he jumped to these conclusions and he assumed all this stuff was happening that wasn't. And he sent a text that I advised him not to send. Anyway, that just stirred up more trouble, made her more mad, and...
We'll be right back.
What would your life be like if you could see yourself the way God sees you? If you could look at yourself and feel nothing but the deepest love. I want to show you how to see yourself the way God sees you. In God's eyes, you are more breathtaking than the sunset. And He did not make a mistake when He made you. You are worth so much more to God than any other creation. You are God's favorite when it comes to all of the amazing things that He made.
The point is, we never really know what somebody is going through unless we ask them. And even if someone's actions, even if someone does something that we might think is totally wrong, totally unfair, totally disrespectful, even though you go, well, look, this was the action. How could you not think that was disrespectful? We should still ask. If we care about that relationship, if we care about that person, before we're so quick to throw them under the bus, we need to hear their side of the story. Okay, this happened to me recently. Last year, one of my very good friends, I'm wondering about the word very good now because there was some stuff that went down, I guess, that made her think a certain thing about me, which was not true. But instead of her asking me, like, hey, you did this thing, or hey, did you say this, or did I misinterpret this thing, or is this what, happened, or can you explain why you said this certain thing? She just decided to cut off the relationship. Even when I was like, can we talk about this? Can we talk about why you're upset or what you think I said or what you think I did? It was like, nope, gone. So I want you guys, good relationships, good friendships are very difficult to come by these days. And we can't be so quick to assume, to jump to conclusions, to throw people under the bus just because some behavior they're doing doesn't make sense to us. We have to first reach out to them and find out, hey, what's going on? Why did you say this thing? Why did you do this thing? Or why aren't you doing this thing? Why aren't you taking my calls? Is everything okay? To not be so quick to assume the worst. The scripture says love believes the best. If you love this person as a friend or as more than a friend, if you want to keep a friendship or a relationship, you need to believe the best. You may have your flesh, your initial reaction may be to just be very angry and upset and just assume something about it, but you can't do that. You wouldn't want that done to you. You know, if you did something or said something and somebody is misinterpreting it to mean something that you did not intend, you wouldn't want that relationship to be lost, so you can't do that to other people. So all I'm saying is, give somebody the benefit of the doubt. Believe that they didn't mean to cause you harm. Don't write anybody off or snap back some judgment at them before you take the time to talk to them and find out what is really going on. Trust me on this. I've seen too many relationships broken, bruised, cut off, gone, and unable to get back to repairing them. I mean, there's only so many times you can say you're sorry to someone for flying off the handle, accusing them, assuming certain things. So please, take my advice on this. I've seen too many people get hurt and burned over this. So take the time out to find out what's really going on. All right? Live true, love hard, shine bright.